Welcome back. There are some green shoots when it comes to self-employment in Canada, and turning those one-person operations into ones with employees represents a huge growth potential. Pierre Cleroux is chief economist of BDC. Thanks for being with us, Pierre.
Good afternoon.
You have done some research on this, and I want to start actually with the fact that self-employment seems to be coming back. That's really important because it was, I guess, maybe a loss of confidence, or maybe just there was additional income to be found in the pandemic. But we did see it drop off for a while. It's good news that it's back.
Yes, and it really increased in 2024. We have about 70,000 more self-employed people in Canada.
And the report that you were doing was looking at that difference of when you're self-employed to when you take on an employee. What's the importance of that?
Well, it's important because when you become a business, you have to restructure your economic activities, and it does have an impact on the economy. So by the fact that 38% of self-employed are saying that they would like to grow their business to become a bigger business, well, that could have an impact on the Canadian economy.
What are the key factors? If somebody's self-employed and they think they could expand and therefore might need people, what are the elements that they need in place to do that?
Well, first of all, they need to make sure that they have enough revenue to be able to hire somebody. For example, that's often the first step. When you grow your business, you will hire somebody. You also have, in many cases, you need some financing to be able to grow your business. So to have access to financing is an important factor. And I believe also that people need support in terms of coaching. You know, there's a big step between being a self-employed by yourself and starting to hire employees and becoming a real business.
This is obviously, Pierre, the reason you do this research. It's work BDC does. Are the self-employed a category that you can help? And do they know that? Do people come to BDC for help that is available?
Well, hopefully so. We started a new program about a year ago called Community Banking, and the goal of the program is to help self-employed and very small businesses to grow their business. So we have two things that we do. We provide with our partners. We have about 40 partners across the country, and we provide financing, but also some support in terms of how to structure your business, how to grow your business.
And in terms of like encouraging people to take you up on that, it's an interesting time because we're seeing potential job losses because of new technologies. Is that actually a period of kind of opportunity for people who are looking to hire people for their small business?
Definitely. And, you know, with technology, there's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of small businesses who are using technology to grow faster. We see also a lot of business transition because we have an aging entrepreneur population in Canada. So there's also opportunity to make acquisition to scale up.
All right. We need to leave it there, Pierre. Great to have you with us for this. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Pierre Cleroux is chief economist of BDC. Time for the takeaway and putting social media on trial. A landmark case opened this week against the world's biggest social media companies. Instagram's parent Meta and YouTube's parent Google will have to answer for their technology. The case will center around what the tech firms knew or intended about the addictive nature of their products. It's hard to argue that children and their parents, for that matter, don't become addicted to these platforms. But whether the plaintiffs can successfully argue the platforms are intentionally designed that way is another story. Just a couple of weeks ago, TikTok settled this case. That means it won't face public scrutiny of the algorithms at the heart of its business. That scrutiny is the most important thing about this trial because much of that technology is covered by a shroud of secrecy. Forcing the social media firms to throw open the curtain and reveal the wizardry behind could go a long way to helping parents and regulators alike. Parents, because any that aren't already convinced, might come to see that these platforms have fine-tuned methods for attracting and keeping attention from users, as well as subversive ways of directing that attention to new places. That will shape how many parents treat the technology. Regulators, meanwhile, have been behind this 8 ball for a while. In the spirit of letting innovation soar and regulating after the fact, these platforms have had very little by way of guardrails. But the harm being done in mental health and addictive behavior and in literal physical harm from suicide and other drastic behaviors is more and more evident by the day. The only real question is whether these firms knew what they were doing and at what level of detail they understood it. Is there a smoking gun of executives knowingly trading our children's mental health for clicks and ad revenue? This kind of trial is often the only way to get at that kind of confidential information. My takeaway, it might feel late to try to curb the excesses of big tech when it comes to manipulating us, but this is one case where it's definitely better late than never. That's Taking Stock for this week. I'm Amanda Lang. Thanks for being with us.